I took apart the faceplate and took apart the vernier and cleaned and lubricated the loading cap, or the plate tune cap, and rebuilt the vernier, new grease and everything inside of it, and left a bit of a mess in my hands. But as you can see now, it doesn't slip. Tunes nice and easy. Just unboxed a set of PS Vane 572B tubes. I gotta admit, from China, these things were well packaged. Double box, double bubble wrapped. Nice boxes. Look like nice nice tubes. So we're gonna put them in a friend's A11A over there and try them out, see how they work. Got a friend's AL-811 amplifier here. I went through, did a few things. It had a bad power switch, so I replaced the power switch. Meter lights were burned out, so I replaced those with a couple LED strips. Not sure we can get in there and see them, but the LED strip, well, they're up in here, up in the top up here. Can't quite see them. And then the only other thing I had to do was change the voltage drop resistor over here to ground. I checked all the filter bank caps, they're all good. The problem was it wouldn't, when you would transmit, it had a high input SWR to the radio and it had no power. What I found was it had a bad tube number 3 over here, had a cathode to grid short. So it's basically shorting out the input. And so I ordered some of these PS Vane 572B tubes, put in there. I also rebuilt the vernier. The plate cap up here had some dried out grease and it was sticky and hard, and the vernier was slipping. So I took it all apart, cleaned the cap and lubricated it, and took apart the vernier, fixed it, rebuilt it, and just cleaned up the amp a little bit here and there. So we're going to turn it on here for the first time. Let me turn off this light over here. Okay, so let's see what it does. Turning it on for the first time with the new tubes. Let's see if they glow. Ooh, look at that, they glow. Nice. So, see our meter here, nicely backlit. It's actually a little warmer color than what it shows on my phone. It shows a little more white, but it's actually a little more of a warm color. But the white balance is off just a little bit because that wall should be a little bit yellow too, because the lights I have above me are a little bit warm. But anyways, so all cleaned up, got the knobs back on it. So I'm going to connect it up here to my radio. I'll let the tubes cook for a while with filaments, and then I'm going to connect it to the radio here in a little bit and see if it works. Okay, well, got the amp plugged in, powered on. I just have it run to a very poorly regulated long line of an extension cord to a power strip to not the best circuit in the world, 120 volt circuit. So let's just see what we can do here. I got the Kenwood here set to 65 watts, and we'll put this amplifier in transmit and we'll see what it does here. 65 watts. That's a tick over 700 output. PEP. Not too bad. Of course, these are 572s, not 811As, so it can take a bit more grid current and a little more plate current than what the 811s can do. But you can see how much the filaments dim there with the when transmitting, so not bad. You have a little stiffer supply, a little better mains, and this thing's probably good for about 800, 850 watts or so, with about 65 to 70 watts drive. So I say success.